What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including AEW paid tribute to Hulk Hogan. WWE have zero interest in bringing back this controversial star. Is John Cena happy with WWE? Is the WWE name turning heel? John Cena retires a move, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at AEW paid tribute to Hulk Hogan. Now top story today takes a look at the latest tribute to Hulk Hogan, and it comes from none other than AEW. AEW recently came under fire this weekend for failing to mention Hogan in any capacity. Some fans believe that despite Hogan never working for the promotion, it would have been respectful to at least mention his passing. Hogan was previously banned from AEW directly by Tony Khan, and so was his ex-wife Linda Hogan, so this was likely a big factor in AEW not mentioning Hogan on their social media pages. But with that being said, AEW would decide to pay tribute to Hogan on AEW Collision last night, and they decided to have lead commentator Tony Schiavone lead the tribute. It was quite a week for all of us who have been in professional wrestling for a long time with the unexpected death of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was the man who brought professional wrestling into the mainstream in the 80s and the 90s, right here on this network, right here on TNT almost 30 years ago. Hulk Hogan lit the fire that began the Monday Night Wars, and he also put WCW on the cable TV map right here on TNT. Now in a touching moment, the former WCW commentator would then directly address Hogan's family. And you know, sometimes we take a look at these stars that are bigger than life and we forget they are just like us, human. And we forget they have families that care about them. Our condolences go out to Hulk's family, his children Brooke and Nick, his wife Sky. And if you never lost a member of your family, you have no idea what the pain they are going through right now. And believe you me, it is intense. From all of us here at All Elite Wrestling, rest in peace, brother. And this was an incredible tribute from Schiavone, and he was the right man to deliver it. But also, Shane McMahon would finally break his social media silence. He took to Twitter to mention, "My dad could not have been more eloquent about what he wrote about the Hulkster. What a deep loss for us all. Hulk's legacy is truly immortal. Thank you, Terry, for everything you did for both McMahon and WWE family. We will all miss you. Godspeed, brother." A Hulk's son, Nick Hogan, would also make a touching tribute on his social media account. He mentioned within that post, "I would do anything to have him back, but I now know that he'll always be watching over me. I will always remember the lessons and advice he gave me and carry on with the way that I know would make him proud. Thank you for being the best dad in the world, and thank you for being my best friend." A great touching tribute, and we would like to yet again offer our condolences to Hogan's family. One of Hulk Hogan's best friends, Eric Bischoff, also went live on his podcast yesterday, and naturally, due to the devastating loss, he broke down on camera.
It's not just, in my case, losing one of my best friends. That's a big enough deal. But everywhere I look for the last 2 days, it's Hulk Hogan. He's all over the news. He's all over social media, and the outpouring of good stuff makes me smile. No, this is going to be just not going to be easy. Wow. So it's just starting to sink in, and it will, and we'll go about our business, because that's what he would do. He'd be kicking my ass if he thought I was moping around and, as he would say, missing a beat.
Now, Eric recently shared his regret of not being able to be there at Hulk Hogan's tribute on SmackDown in Cleveland, but he mentioned that he would be there in spirit, and so will Hulk. Next up, WWE reveals SummerSlam main event. The WWE have uploaded the official banners for each respective night of SummerSlam next weekend, and these seem to give away what match will main event each night. As expected, John Cena vs Cody Rhodes Part 2 is the featured banner for Night 2, which means that the match will be closing out Sunday. When it comes to Night 1, WWE have opted to use the Roman Reigns and Jey Uso vs Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker match graphic. This comes as somewhat of a surprise, as based on TV, it appeared that Gunther vs CM Punk was main eventing the show. It was even claimed on Raw that the winner of the Gauntlet match would main event SummerSlam, but WWE changing their minds when it comes to the planned main events isn't anything new. That's been a trend of theirs for decades. If WWE decides to put the Reigns match in the main event slot, significant backlash will ensue, as this isn't the first time that a Reigns match with no stakes has main evented over a huge match with actual ramifications. If the Reigns match does main event, then surely shenanigans have to be planned for the match itself. SummerSlam going off the air with Reigns and Jey winning would be rather underwhelming. but with the match having nothing on the line, there's little WWE can do to generate excitement. There have been some theories floating around social media sites like X and Reddit that WWE could debut the fourth man here, this of course referencing the final member of Seth Rollins' faction. It's unknown if this is planned, but if WWE have high aspirations for the unknown individual, then a SummerSlam main event appearance is certainly one way to make a first impression. Next up, AJ Lee teases a WWE return. A former WWE star AJ Lee made a guest appearance at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, and it was only a matter of time before she was asked about a potential WWE return. Specifically, AJ was asked about working with husband CM Punk, and AJ would state that it would be really cool to work with Punk in some capacity. Oh my gosh, I think the key to being married for 12 years is that we don't work together, but yeah, it'd be really cool. Never say never is what I say to all things when people ask me where I'm gonna work, but yeah, he's a really good writer and a really good artist, acting and wrestling. Now AJ would then talk about the WWE fans, and she revealed that she misses the weekly connection with them, but the fans that have stayed with her since her retirement will forever mean the world to her. The group of fans that have kept with me these past 10 years have helped me feel less alone. I don't know if they realize that. We sort of share this mission statement in life, and I've seen them go out and become adults that become wrestlers or get into the mental health field as well. It is the most beautiful thing in the world. I love them and I feel like I stay so close to them always. They're a piece of my heart. Now, this is probably the first time that AJ has had a rather positive stance on working with WWE in some capacity again, and it's wonderful to see AJ have such a strong connection with the fans a decade on from her initial retirement. AJ Lee is without a doubt one of the most popular female stars of all time, and if she ever did return to the squared circle, it'd be one of the most newsworthy returns of the modern era. A potential AJ return often gets brought up every January around the time of the Royal Rumble, but sadly it never comes into fruition. With her husband being back in WWE and having a positive working relationship with Triple H, the chances of returning have never been higher, so we'll have to just wait and see. But you know who isn't coming back? Well, Alberto Del Rio. Now, there's been little to no support from fans to see Del Rio return to WWE. That was until last night though. At the WWE live event in Mexico, fans began to chant for Del Rio, and this led to speculation that WWE could be looking to bring in the controversial star back into the mix. But Fightful Select quickly followed this up with a report, and it appears that WWE's stance hasn't changed, and Del Rio will not be returning to WWE. Over the course of the years, WWE reps and higher-ups were very clear about their lack of interest in using Alberto Del Rio, now known as Alberto El Patron. Throughout the years, Alberto has claimed there is WWE interest, including over the last year when he told some of the members of the AAA roster that he was gauged for the Royal Rumble. Sources within WWE claimed to us that there was no plan for Del Rio in WWE, and they said that they believe Del Rio is legitimately done in AAA. They believe he will make efforts to return to both companies. Now, despite the positive chants towards Del Rio last night, bringing Del Rio back would land WWE and TKO in hot water, and they would receive mainstream media attention for all the wrong reasons. Next up is John Cena happy with WWE. Now, John Cena's heel run has been a mixed bag, and a lot of the blame has fallen on The Rock, as The Rock was an integral part of the initial turn, but then he decided to dip, meaning that WWE and Cena had to scramble to make sense of the story. Now, there have been a lot of rumors that Cena may not be fully invested in the storyline and that he prefers to work his traditional babyface persona. However, Cena has now addressed this directly, and in a shocking twist, he's revealed that his heel retirement storyline has been his favorite story he's ever been involved in. Speaking at the Denver Fan Expo, the reigning WWE champion added, "You know what, I hate to be topical, but I'm just gonna do it, the farewell tour, because it's something that's never been done. A pro wrestling retirement is like a pro wrestling wedding. Somebody's going to fight. It's going to never happen. So pro wrestling and retirement don't always go together." Now, also during his appearance, the WWE champion confirmed that the retirement storyline isn't a work, and his final match will legitimately be in December. Cena also stated that when he makes subsequent WWE appearances, he'll be wearing a suit, so December will be the last time that fans see him in his trademark jorts. There are a lot of fans on social media pushing for Cena to deliver a Mark Henry style twist and remain active, but there's little benefit in doing this. Cena is doing these media appearances out of character, and it's not the smartest idea in the world for a man who evidently has huge aspirations in Hollywood to spend an entire year deceiving everyone. But now John Cena has retired a move. Now, speaking of John Cena, he's officially retired one of his more ambitious moves. While speaking at the convention, Cena discussed the infamous springboard stunner, and he revealed he has no plans to bring it back, noting that the move wasn't well executed. Cena would also draw attention to the fact that his arch-rival Cody Rhodes does a similar move, and Rhodes has cornered the market when it comes to delivering that move. And finally, a WWE name turning heel. Our final story today takes a look at the latest character shift from Bayley, as a former women's champion continues to express her frustration regarding missing SummerSlam. Before her dark match versus Lyra Valkyrie on SmackDown this weekend, Bayley would cut a promo where she declared, "I have a bone to pick with the first ever women's IC champion Lara Valkyria, okay? I tried to do something out of the good of my heart, put us in a tag team title match. Why? To get us to SummerSlam, because I'm out of a match at SummerSlam thanks to you." Bayley's evidently teasing either a heel turn or a completely new persona. She's going through an identity crisis of sorts on social media in recent weeks, where she's been posting photos from various stages of her career, and even in recent matches, she's gone from various gimmicks throughout the course of a single matchup. The frustration of missing both WrestleMania and SummerSlam is going to reach its boiling point, and it'll be interesting to see where this lands Bayley when it comes to a character on WWE television. There is speculation that the role model could interfere in the Women's Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam, and this could be the start of a new potential villainous character. One idea that fans have been sharing on social media is to see Valkyria win the title from Becky Lynch next weekend, and then Valkyria to move forward with a feud with Bayley over the title. This could keep a big name attached to the title, and in turn would allow Lynch to potentially pursue new feuds. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.